Hi, this is Sue, and today I am going to show you how to make tassels. And I'm also going to make a video today on how to make these little bags. A little stiff yet because it's new. These things are pretty fun to make. You sew them in on the frame right here. But this particular video is going to be on how to make tassels. There's two different kinds. There's this ratty kind, which I thought looked good with this grand old flag. It's kind of a muddy old flag, so I made a muddy tassel out of it. This too is on a frame, and it's big enough a woman can get her hand into it. Now, I had my grandson try to get his hand into it, and he's 18 and he's 6'2", and he can't get his hand into it. So, but a woman can get her hand in it. But these are real fun to make. This one, I put 2 tassels on it. It should have a handle, but I just didn't put a handle on this one. And that's the inside of it. So, let's start with the tassel. Now, this is actually my 4-inch cutout thing for bags. This would make a pretty big bottom on a bag. This would make an 8-inch bottom. If you got 4 inches, you'll have 8 inches when you get done. And I cut it out of a cereal box. So, what you do is you take some crochet thread like this, and you wrap it around this a number of times, however many times, however thick you want it to be. Let's wind some out here. Around and 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 around until you get it to about the size you want it to be. And okay. If it's too long, you can always cut it off. But I think this will be fine. So, that's about what I want. So I'm going to cut this off. Right there. And I'm going to take a piece about that long. I like that. And I'm just going to take it, slip it through. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm just going to put this down a little bit so you can see what's going on. Okay. I'm going to just slip that through there like that. Tie this off. Just tie it off. Well, if I get it to go through there. Okay. Tie it off. Slip it off. Alright, now you want to get your thread again. And you want to go around this top edge right here. Wind it around. Whoops, I didn't leave a long enough tail. You want to leave a long enough tail so that you can tie that. And that's about all you need to do with that. cut that off. And that's in the way. Sorry about that. Tie that into a knot around there. Okay. Now then, you want to take these loops and you want to cut down here. Oops. Cut it like that. Now then, you've made the tassel. Now to attach it, to the little purse, slip it through a safety pin, or if you have a needle that's that big, but just slip it through a safety pin like that. You might, it just makes it easier to feed it through here. And then you want to keep one side of this like, and you want to feed it through like this. You're going to take off the safety pin. It's going to slide right off there. Okay, so there you have that. Here's the frame right here for the little purse that I'm going to make. So I will just see this little thing right here. That's for the tassel or the label. If you've got a label you want to put on there or whatever. Today we're putting a tassel on there. And you just tie it on like that. Make it loose. There we go. And see there? It hangs down and it's a nice little tassel. You can trim these down to where they look nice when you get done. Like that. And there you have a nice little tassel. Now I am going to show you how to make this, the bag. I'm going to show you how to do the bag. Now, another way to make a tassel is, what did I do with that? Oh. I'm going to take a piece of fabric, about 4 inches should be good. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just cut it off, about 4 inches, give or take. Now, that's really crooked. Let's kind of straighten that up just a tiny bit. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. What you're going to do with this strap is you're going to just kind of a rough cut up to about, say about an inch. Just like this, all the way up. Okay. I'll cut a couple more of these and then I'll cut that off because we don't need that long. And then I'll just cut this off right here. Okay. So this is all that you need to do. Now you take this. See, you've got your fringe here. So all you do is you roll this up like this. Whoops, that's not going straight. That's what happens when I start thinking about something else. Okay, I don't know if you can see me doing this or not, but you just roll this up. And you can see that it's going to make a cute little fringe. And you can make it narrower or thicker, whatever suits you. And you want to just hand sew this. And, oh, here. So just get a needle. With a good sized die. And a little bit of matching embroidery floss or sewing thread, whichever you have. You don't need a whole lot for this. And that's down in that little slit there. This is enough, I think. I hope. Embroidery floss, there's 6 strands on each floss. Most people separate those out and just use 1 or 2 at a time. And you just pull them apart. I think I've got 2 strands there, maybe I got 1. This is, yeah, this will work. And you just kind of pull it, because it kind of gets wound up, but that's okay. And the reason why I said a very good size eye is so you can see to thread the thing, which isn't easy to do. If I had been thinking ahead, which of course I wasn't, I would have had this thing threaded already, but I wasn't thinking ahead. Thread. And I'm just no good at editing, so you're going to be stuck with me figuring this out. I'll put a bigger needle. Look at this one. This is more of a Alright, so now all you do is you just kind of in and out through here and just kind of stitch that together. That doesn't want to go through there. Too thick, too big of a needle. Well, anyway, you will stitch through here several times. And then, let me see if I can pause this camera.